Ireland captain Rory Best hits back at England's boring jibe. Boring? Hardly, thinks Rory Best. I don't think there was a lot boring about how we played against New Zealand, says the Ireland captain, referring to the glorious 16-9 win in November. England defence coach John Mitchell's jibe that Ireland will try to bore the S out of them in Dublin on Saturday has been dismissed by Best. Under Joe Schmidt there have been a lot of comments about how we play, says Best, the 36-year-old Ulster hooker. But I think we're smart. Sometimes you need to be a bit boring. We will also play. People think we're going to read these comments and change what we are doing, but we won't be swayed by other camps. We enjoy the way we play and ultimately it has been very successful. You take it with a pinch of salt, you know John Mitchell is going to prepare England to come after us. That's what he's renowned for. Now, more than ever, Ireland are renowned for winning. Grand Slam Six Nations champions, they go into Saturday's game as clear favourites, having not lost at home in 12 tests. It never used to be like this. Best made his debut in 2005, when Ireland were bridesmaids not brides, without a title in 20 years, a slam in 57 and in England's hulking shadow. As a rugby fan and an Ireland supporter in the late 1990s and early 2000s when I was really into it, England were a dominant force, Best says. Playing them is special because they're one of the best teams in the world and you get a good opportunity to see where you sit. Ireland struggled to beat them, but we've turned that round in the last 10 years. Even 113 matches into a test career, the nerves never subside on the biggest afternoons for Best. It probably gets worse, he says. The more you do these, the more you experience an array of emotions. Young Jacob Stockdale and James Ryan are used to winning with Ireland, and play for teams who perform well. Whereas if you take Johnny Sexton, Rob Kearney, Shane Healy and me, guys who have been around and have 70+ caps, we've seen a lot, great performances, poor performances, big wins and big losses. It stokes the emotions and the nerves. The fear grows inside you. It starts to build on the bus from the team hotel to the Aviva Stadium where Best always sits, 5 rows from the front, gazing out of the window. That bus journey is great in one regard, the skipper says. There's a great atmosphere and when you pass the pubs there are people everywhere, then closer to the stadium even more. There's a lot of green. You're full of nerves and excitement. It's a roller coaster of emotion. You know that in those pubs some of your good friends are drinking, getting ready to watch the game. There are some times when you wish you could hop off, but when that game kicks off there's no place you'd rather be. Best admits this could be his last Six Nations. With Schmidt leaving after the World Cup in Japan and Andy Farrell taking over looking to refresh and renew, he may quit at 37 to spend more time with his wife and 3 children. But leaving will be a wrench. He is loving it more than ever, having lost just 13 times in the last 5 years under Schmidt compared to 30 occasions before the Kiwi took over. I've enjoyed the last 3 years more because this is a really good group, he says. We're fortunate to have some class players but also some great characters in terms of how deep they're willing to dig. He adds, I just want to get going, get back into a green jersey. For this game especially you can't feel your way in. If we do, England will beat us. That's how good they are. We have to start with a bang. Traditionally we're not good at that, we generally get better as the tournament goes on. We need to make things happen and shouldn't expect England to give us anything. When we're firing and ready to take the initiative we're very hard to beat. We want to dictate the game and when England have their problem patches it's about seizing the opportunity. So while he might dream of the day when he can find those friends in a Dublin bar on a Six Nations Saturday, Best is still relishing the challenge. He says, as much as you say, oh it would be great to be in the pub watching, I can tell you, when you're retired and the match kicks off you'll wish forever and a day that you're back in those moments.